It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. On the give, this is their fullback. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll give this to Ricard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 17, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
The tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson now. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching it?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A beautiful fake. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left. Watkins diving. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass. Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to... Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hurts will throw. Steps away. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's the fullback, Ricard. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. See, this is a guy who doesn't normally get a ton of carries, but when he does get it, he's a chain mover.
No, there's no doubt about it. Most fullbacks are. They thrive in these situations. And don't let them fool you. They dream of 70-yard runs, but they compartmentalize very well and pick up first downs.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's Ricard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.